After years of patience, persecution, and prayer, a new chapter began in Medina. For the first time in Islamic history, the believers were not just defending their faith with words, but with preparation. The permission for battle had been revealed. But before any major confrontation, the Prophet Muhammad began to organize smaller military expeditions, known as Sariyah and Ghazwa. In Islamic history, a Ghazwa refers to any campaign in which the Prophet personally took part, whether fighting occurred or not. A Sariyah, on the other hand, was a mission led by his companions while he remained in Medina. These early expeditions were not for conquest, but for defense, strategy, and building deterrence. Their goal was clear: to monitor the trade routes between Mecca and Syria, to make alliances with nearby tribes, to show the Quraysh that Muslims were no longer weak, and to secure Medina from any sudden attack. The first of these was the expedition of Sayf al-Bahr, the coast of the sea. It took place in Ramadan of the first year after Hijrah, March 6, 23 CE. The Prophet appointed his uncle, Hamza ibn Abdul Muttalib, to lead 30 Muhajirin against a Quraysh caravan guarded by 300 men, including Abu Jahl himself. The two sides met near the Red Sea coast, ready for battle, but before swords were drawn, a tribal leader named Majdi ibn Amr intervened and prevented the clash. Thus ended the very first Sariyah in Islamic history, without bloodshed, but with a message. Muslims now stood strong and united. Soon after came the expedition of Rabi, in Shawwal of the same year, April 6, 23 CE. This time, Ubaidah ibn al-Harith, cousin of the Prophet, led 60 riders. They met Abu Sufyan with 200 men in the valley of Rabi. Arrows were exchanged, but again, no battle ensued. Two men from the Quraysh crossed over to join the Muslims, Miqdad ibn Amr and Utbah ibn Ghazwan, both destined to become heroes of Islam. The third was the expedition of Qarar in Tulqa May 6, 23 CE. Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas led 20 men on foot, moving only at night to avoid detection. When they reached Qarar, the target caravan had already passed, a day too soon. The mission ended without engagement, yet it proved the Muslims' growing discipline and strategy. Each of these expeditions sent one message to the Quraysh and all Arabia. Medina is no longer a city of exiles. It is the stronghold of Islam. The silent years of oppression were over. The age of organized defense had begun.